was just thinking about other creators. Man, I'll tell you what, I didn't come from money or anything like that. Like, me and my wife, I mean, I wasn't as poor as she was, but we were not rich. My wife didn't even get presents for Christmas. They had to like get it donated. Like, that's how, things, there was no money. There was money, there wasn't a average. I grew up average, I suppose. Like, you get like one present for Christmas. I don't know, is that average? I don't know, whatever. The point is, creators, the people you see doing the food content, like today I was just watching some creators, and I don't want to say names, but I think if you really pay attention, you could see the creators out there that are just filthy rich. They've just been rich their whole life. And like, usually they have millions of followers, I don't know how, I know how. Like, a rich creator, he's probably got, just think about it. Like, he's rich, so he's not filming, he's not editing, he's not even probably screenwriting, he's not even like making a script for himself. He's just wakes up out of bed, it's film day, he probably spends 10 grand, has a whole production crew come in, they probably make 3 videos, so he just films, he just makes stuff or whatever he does, and then he leaves, goes off on his way in his Lambo or G-Wagon, and then production crew makes a bunch of videos for him, puts them out. Everything is analyzed for SEO and whatever you need to do to make everything go crazy. And they've been doing that for years, and that's what they do. The only reason I'm getting on this is just because it's so hard. Like, as a creator, if you're like somebody who's starting to make videos, to make food content in particular, because that's what I do, but like whatever you're doing, you're probably starting with your phone. I started with my phone, and then eventually you're kind of like, if you really enjoy doing it, you get a camera, and then you start doing that. But the whole way through is the absolute worst. It's just the worst grind. You're just grinding. It's ups and downs, and you're constantly struggling to get ahead. You're watching other creators come through and just blow up, and you're like, why the fuck am I not blowing up? And I watched that for a long time, and I'm still, as much as I have grown on Instagram and like TikTok, like, I'm still pretty small. And I've been doing this 3 years. But the point is, like, it's always been a grind. It's always been a grind for me. I always had to figure everything out. I always had to do all the editing, all the filming, everything. But I'm pretty happy in my life. Like, right now it's full time. Things are good. I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment. Like, I have so much work to do this weekend. Oh my God, so much work to do. I actually edited this morning a little bit. I got the intro of one done. I have to edit 3 videos in basically 4 days. 4 days. I got to edit 3 videos. So I have 2 brands. I have 2 brands. One's big, but one's quick. The more they pay, the quicker they want it. I tell you that much. And I'll never say no. Like, there are some big ones I've worked with, I love working with, and I want them to keep coming back. But goddamn, the bigger the brand, it's like, let's go, like, 2-day turnaround, please. Like, I don't know. I'm not a machine, but I have to do it, because I need the money, which brings me, that kind of loops it back, right? Like, I have to do that. I look at somebody out there that's clearly filthy rich. Like, and the easy way to see it is, like, if they're in their kitchen, if they're working in their kitchen and like the vent over the giant stove, the commercial stove behind them, is made of imported Italian granite, they're rich, okay? Or if they just flaunt it. There's a few food creators out there that just they roll around in a Lamborghini, they go, or the best part is, like, if you see on their profile, like, creator, like, in New York, LA, and Bali, like, they have 3 houses. They're just flying around, like, they're filthy rich, and nothing against them. We're just 2 different people. Like, you got 2 different types of creators, right? You have your creator who's here to make a business and make money, and want to, I don't want to work for somebody, I want to work for me. So it's all about that. It's always about building the business. Like, I'm full time now, but it took me 2 years to get there. Where a creator that's already has tons of money, they don't care about that. Like, their family owns some business. Maybe their dad invented silicone or something. Who knows? They're looking for fame. So they're just like, they don't care. Like, they put out videos. They don't take brand deals. You'll notice you'll never see them. If you see them do a brand deal, they're probably getting paid like they're probably getting paid quite a bit. I gotta imagine over $100,000, which would be insane for me. If I got a paycheck for $100,000 for one video, it'd be the best year of my life. It would legitimately be the best year of my life in this. I don't know where I'm going. The point is, when you go and you look at these guys that create videos, it's pretty easy to see the ones that are just rich. I like the views. You know, it makes me feel like my work's appreciated. I think any artist can relate to that. Like if an artist painted a painting, he would want it to be in an art gallery, right? So that people would look at it and then potentially buy it, right? And they need people to look at their art to be able to make it worth more money, to, you know. So I think that kind of explains where I'm getting at. But so, like, for me, that's what it is. It's the value of my work goes up with eyeballs. Where like a really rich person, they don't care about the value of their work because they're already rich. They just care about the value of their like clout, I guess, like their celebrityism. I don't know if that's a word, probably not. So it's hard to like relate with those. So there's a perfect one. Okay, Kim Kardashian is filthy rich her whole life. She grew up rich. She's a huge influencer. She had a show, like everything in between. She never was worried about money with content. She made businesses. She's all about scaling, and like she's definitely a good business person in that sense. But like she never ever had to worry about money. Never. You know, so if she had a YouTube channel that was going off, doing the same thing Mr. Beast is doing, I would always side on Mr. Beast's side. I would want to watch Mr. Beast over Kim Kardashian because of that struggle. Because I know he went through it. Because I know he's just a regular guy who just worked his ass off and did it. Like where she could hire a whole production team. She didn't have to think at all. Like she just had to hire people and they did all the thinking for her. Like regular guys like you and me got hired that think about this shit nonstop. If you're a content creator, you're like me, you're always thinking about it, you know, to think about SEO, to think about what the next great, you know, reel is going to be or video, whatever, you know, where Mr. Beast was the guy. He had to think of this. He had to watch the videos. He's in it. He's still in it. He's the guy. So that's a great way to, I wish I started it with that. I might start this video with that if I didn't. Mr. Beast is a great example of not rich guy to rich guy. 2 content creators, 2 big followings. I would go with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is the guy I go with. And that's why I think that I can do this. It's like, and then as the guy on this side, because I didn't come from money, it's like you're the underdog. It's like you're the underdog forever. Like Mr. Beast, I think he went like 10 years. Maybe not. I don't know. He might have gone 10 years. It was something like crazy amount of time where he just couldn't get ahead. Like but he kept making videos. He didn't care. Like nothing was going to stop him. So like, it just feels like that. Like I have strides. I'm having a good stride right now, but like I've been doing this. I think in next spring, which is only like a couple months away, is going to be 4 years in March. Yeah. So April will be 4 years I've been doing this. And I'm just breaking through 300,000 followers on Instagram. And that all just happened in like a week. I just broke 200 for real, like slow gain wise. I just broke 200. And then I had like 3 viral hits go off. So, and then I blasted to 300, which has never happened to me, which was fucking cool to see because I've seen it happen to so many people. But that's reality. Like I have to like climb that ladder because nobody knows who I am. You know, I have to like keep showing like what I have to be better than all the other videos around me. Like my quality has to be better. My sandwiches that I make have to be better than everyone else's. Or has to look better. And even when they do, which they do, most of the time, like I still struggle to the rich guy. And, you know, I still struggle against them. And sometimes I don't understand why. Like, you know, it's like everything about mine is right. And then theirs looks like kind of flat, their video. But for some reason, they get millions of views every time. And then it's like, you know, you never know what you're going to get with mine. Like, so I just don't, that part just eludes me. And, anyways, the point is I'm having a good stride right now. So I guess I'll just be happy for today that it's good because I know when March rolls around or maybe February, like usually that's when things start to really go in a downward spiral for some reason, at least on social media. I've never been in long form, so we'll see what this looks like. Everything's new right now. two different types of creators. There's, I don't want to say poor, but there's just like your regular person, like you see every day, like making videos like this. And then there's the rich person who doesn't have a clue why they're going off. They just hire people to do that. You know, and both channels get tons of people. So I guess at the end of the day, what do you think? Like, what, you know, does it matter to you? I don't know. As a creator, it kind of matters to me because it's like fighting somebody using cheats, right? They have the cheat codes, you don't. Like, you're playing a video game against your buddy, but his character is like on trend. And so, you know, you just can't win. You just never can win. It's like an uphill, it's like it's David and Goliath, but like, you know, you're not winning every time. Like once in a while you get a win, but like, you know, he's Goliath. So he's always win. He's like, it's easy for him. Like if you win, it's because like, you know, it was almost like by accident, you know? My phone cut out, and I was editing this while I was walking on the treadmill, and I was like, oh great, that's where it ended. So the point is, some creators just have it easy and some just don't. And I just don't want to quit. Like, no one's gonna quit. Like, no one's quitting. You know, truck through the ups and downs, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, things are up, but I can still feel down, you know. It's stupid to even look at those bigger channels, like, you know, but that's a reality. Like, as a content creator, you're gonna look at them and you're gonna go, why is it so easy for them? Why is it so hard for me? And I don't know what the answer really is, but all right, there's my rant for the day. Vlog number 2. See you guys.